There is a place beyond fear and fantasy, where celluloid and shadow make the impossible seem real, and nothing is as it seems. This place is called Exterior, Los Angeles. Tonight's story is about a comedian and his fans, and the lengths people will go to for a laugh. It is titled Getting the Joke, and it was written by me, Greg Karber. Though many people would claim, over the years, to be the world's biggest fan of comedian Andrew Sorrows, his actual biggest fan was a 10-year-old girl named Emily Jones. Emily grew up watching his late-night TV program, The Andrew Sorrows Show. When she was younger, she would set the DVR before bedtime and watch his show first thing in the morning, before she went to school. But for the last year, she had been sneaking out of her bedroom every night to watch it live. Nothing beat watching The Andrew Sorrows Show live, because when you watched it live, you got to tweet about it. And there was always something to tweet about. Sorrows was a trending topic every night. One week, he started a hashtag losers, and encouraged all of his viewers to tweet the name of a friend of theirs who was really a loser. You know, just as a joke. It was hysterical if you got it. And Emily prided herself on getting all the jokes. Sometimes, Sorrows would tell a particularly bizarre or violent one-liner, and people, even adults, would ask, "Why is that funny?" But Emily would just roll her eyes and tweet, "They don't get it. Hashtag losers." You see, Sorrows had this particular shtick that people loved. He would pretend to be a psychotic megalomaniac on the verge of global domination. All of his viewers were just pawns in his game, manipulated into doing his will under the guise of it being a joke. But it was just a joke. People understood that he didn't mean what he said. Where would be the humor in that? There would be nothing to get. One of Emily's favorite jokes was in the 4th volume of the Andrew Sorrows workbooks, which were sort of an ironic parody of school textbooks. In them, you were asked to do ridiculous things, like write down your biggest secrets, put them in an envelope, and mail them to Sorrows. Or draw a picture of you murdering your parents with a kitchen knife, your hands soaked in blood, your face an unrestrained laugh. Emily knew this was all in fun. She certainly didn't want to kill her parents. That's what made it funny. When Sorrows fans did things for him, like donate to his political action committee, or lobby Congress to name an Andrew Sorrows Day, or accuse competing television hosts of pedophilia, they were doing them ironically. And Emily's parents understood. They weren't huge fans, but they got the joke. They had even taken Emily to the Andrew Sorrows Hollywood studios to watch a live taping of the show. That memory had been the best of her entire life. Better than the time her dad taught her to ride a bike. So when Andrew Sorrows announced that he was going to have a very special episode, Emily could not have been more excited. He was going to explain a prank to his entire television audience, and he was going to need their help to pull it off. And if everyone did their part, he promised the prank would be hilarious. That night, Emily made sure her parents were asleep, and she snuck down into the living room and turned on the television. She didn't want to wake up her mother or father and risk being sent to bed, so she kept the volume low and sat right in front of the screen. And as Andrew Sorrows laid out his newest prank, Emily stared straight at the television, transfixed. She leaned closer until her nose was pressed against the screen, her eyes less than an inch from the eyes of Andrew Sorrows. And when he was finished, when he had explained his prank, Emily stood up, walked into the kitchen, picked up the largest and sharpest knife she could find, walked down the hall to her parents' bedroom, and closed the door behind her. And if you don't think that's funny, then you don't get the joke. So the next time you defend something by saying that it's just a joke, think of Andrew Sorrows and Emily Jones, and just how far someone will go to commit to a joke in this place, Exterior, Los Angeles.